It's called Days Gone By.
Days Gone By? They made that years ago.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. It was called Flesh Tone.
Oh, yeah. It was a terrific film. Thank you. Let's see what we got here.
Chrysler, was mochten jullie boeren? Als jij een ritmeester?
J'ai connu un boiseux à Berlin. Un comte boiseux.
Ah oui?
I understand that. I'm trying to get a hold of him. Doesn't he have an agent?
Agent, no.
Well, how the hell do you contact him then?
Well, we don't contact him. It's a cult. We're not allowed to contact up there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Hello.
Hello? Is this Marvin Landisman?
Yes.
Marvin, this is Jack Roth.
Uh-huh.
You know, Marvin, strange things happen in this business. Maybe that's why I love it so much. And I was cleaning out my files last night, and I came across a script of yours. I reread it, and you know what, Marvin? I liked it. I really liked it. Marvin?
What script?
It's called The Darkness and the Light.
I haven't given out that script in years.
And you know what? It's more timely than ever.
Would you hold on a second, please?
Sure.
I'm sorry, who are you again?
Jack Roth. Didn't I ask you with the commissary at Universal?
Oh, yeah.
Marvin.
Script's a knockout. In fact, I think I know where we can get it made. Are you interested?
Look, I wrote that script for me to direct, so...
Sure. Sure. All the better. Let's say we get together tomorrow and talk about it. How about lunch?
Okay.
Would you mind meeting me at Shelby's? I know it's not the greatest food, but, you know, it's convenient.
Which one?
1 3rd. How about 1 o'clock?
Andulko pusudaj, mami sa nepýtaj, mama tiež taká bola. And now, we light a match. And presto. Hold it, hold it.
What's wrong? What happened?
This is no good.
What's no good?
You can see even here, it didn't poof. It's supposed to poof with a big flame.
Okay, we'll get a big puff. Put some more brandy on it then.
No, there's plenty of brandy in this one.
No, hold on. Hans, I gotta be out of here by 12:30. What about lighter fluid? Do we have some lighter fluid?
You cannot use lighter fluid, you ruin the pan. Co ty si myslíš, ty pitomče? To děláš poprvé, tohle to je Praha sufle, ne tvoje sufle.
Okay.
Já ti platím za to.
Okay, Hans, all right.
Okay, I'll hurry.
Marvin?
Jack.
It's wonderful to see you. You haven't changed a bit. You look great. Come on, I got a table in the back. Normally, I like to meet at something a little more, you know. But since I was with Paramount, I figured, what the hell, you know. Food's not half bad. Oh, there's somebody here I'd like you to meet. This is
Stuart Stratland, a very talented young writer.
Nice to meet you, Marvin.
If you don't mind, I figured Stuart would sit in with us.
No, that's okay. For sure.
Good. So, come on, guys, what are you gonna have? Marvin orders something good. I know the steak sandwich isn't bad. Honey, what's good? These young men are very, very hungry.
Same old thing.
I see the turkey's on special. Is that any good? You like turkey, Marvin?
Turkey's all right.
Fine, I'll have the turkey sandwich.
I'll have a bacon cheeseburger, side order of onion rings, and a large Coke.
I'll have the, geez, I had a late breakfast. I think I'll just have a salad or something. They put a lot of shrimp on the shrimp salad?
Yeah.
Honey, tell the chef to really heap the shrimp on, will you?
Okay.
Thanks.
Fine.
So, remember at Universal, there was a lot of good talk about that picture of yours. Too bad about what happened.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago.
So, have you done any directing since?
Lately, I've been working in video.
MTV?
No, instructional cassettes for the home market.
Uh-huh. You know, that script of yours, it has all the right elements. I mean, it's got good characters, a terrific story. I don't know if you agree with me, but I think story is the most important element of a script.
Well, yeah, I do agree. Story is very important.
You know, I liked it so much, I reread it last night after we talked. It was a real pleasure. I mean, it's got great parts for actors. It's modern, it's timely. I mean, what the hell more could you ask for, huh?
Well, thanks. I worked hard to get the right balance throughout.
It's a good way to put it, Marvin. It is balanced. I don't know if you'll agree with me, but it does get heavy in places.
Well, the painter kills himself.
That's what I mean, Marvin. The whole thing is very heavy.
Well, suicide is a dark subject.
Depends on how it's handled.
Stuart is very talented. He wrote a terrific science fiction thing. But the backer I've got, you know, he wants to do a smaller film, something a little more artistic. But I'm not entirely sure they'll go for a script about suicide.
It's not about suicide. It's about an artist's courage. He's driven to kill himself. I won't change that.
Naturally, I'm not asking you to change. That's an important element. I find it very moving. But maybe it could be handled a little differently.
For instance, does he have to kill himself? Couldn't he just leave town at the end?
The whole point of the film is that he's destroyed by society. No, he can't just leave town.
What if he was killed in an accident or hit by a truck before he could kill himself?
Stuart here had the same pieces of Spielberg at Cal State. Marvin, you're in the driver's seat. But Stuart has some very, very interesting ideas. And I figured that you guys could, you know, sit down, you know, look at it.
I could have made this film years ago if I wanted to play footsie-wootsy with it, but I don't.
Marvin, we're just talking here.
I knew this was going to happen. I'm not changing
Marvin.
one word. I don't need to make this film, and I don't need your damn turkey sandwich, okay? Let's just forget it, okay?
Jesus, I love your passion. It's so refreshing. I was at Universal years ago when Nick Ray threw a projector out of a window. I mean, it was blood in the business in those days. This is what a good director has to have, Stuart.
I'm just here to be used.
Cheeseburger.
Oh, that's,
Turkey. And shrimp. And the ketchup, and I'll bring you Coke.
Maybe I am a little too apprehensive, but it's because I want to get this picture made, Marvin. Maybe I'm being too cautious. Why did you meet my money guy? My gut tells me he'll like you.
He's going to finance the film.
Very interesting guy. He's a real player. And he's got this girl. I think she's terrific. I mean, she really has something. She's cute as a button, but you decide for yourself.
Decide what?
He wants her to be in the movie.
You mean I have to give her a role?
A role? Depends on what you mean by a role. I mean, he wants a little something for her, you know, to get her career going. Problem?
Yeah, this thing with the girlfriend,
Marvin, I need to make a good picture. If she isn't right for the part, I won't let you cast her.
Hello?
Marvin?
Oh, hi, Rachel.
Yeah, your wife, remember? Didn't sound like you. You're so up.
Oh, I was just eating a sandwich.
Listen, I'm in the subway, so we gotta talk fast, but I'm going to the lawyers. I want to clinch this
pulled it off?
I pulled it off. He's going to lease us the restaurant space incredibly cheap, and he's coming in as a partner.
So what's happening?
Marvin, the train's coming. Listen, there's a position opening in the drama department at Queens College. Fred spoke to the chairman, and honey, they're very interested in you.
I hear they have a beautiful theater there.
Oh, Marvin, we're going to have a great time in New York. Here's my train. Bye. I love you.
I love you too, honey. But, hey, congratulations.
Darn it.
I don't see the soup. There's too much kasha. Did they put in any soup?
It's in there if you look.
Lucky you got served. Same old place. Been here forever. Forever.
What are you saying? I know it's the same old place. Well, you're not telling me something new. It's Marvin, right?
What?
Where are you from?
New York.
New York. Then you probably don't remember my store. I had the biggest clock store on the West Coast. Everybody bought their clocks from me. People in the business, your business. So I know something about this.
So what'd you think of the script?
I didn't read it. I looked through it. It looked professional, and Peggy likes it.
Terrific script.
Of course you think it's terrific. I mean, it's your job to say that. What are you going to say, that it's shit?
George, let them talk.
Peggy, darling, be quiet. You make things hard when you talk. A business person, you're not. There's not too much chicken fat in this soup. Usually, I don't get a good bowl of soup unless I go to New York. There's no integrity in the restaurant business anymore.
My father says the same thing.
Your father is a smart man. So what are you in this team?
I'm sort of associated with the project.
Stewart had the same teachers in college as Steven Spielberg.
So have a lot of other people. Marvin? Marvin, right? Listen, what part are you going to give my Peggy in your film?
Well, I'm not sure. Really haven't had time to think about it. I'd like to get to know her a little better.
There's a part in your script that she wants. What's the name of the part, Peggy?
Zoe?
Zoe.
Yeah, the girlfriend. She's so deep.
Yes. Yes, it's a great part. It's a wonderful part. But there's another great part, the part of the painter's model.
The prostitute?
Well, it's not as big a part, that's true, but...
It's a very important role. You know, it isn't the size of the role that matters.
It's easy for you to say, but it's my money, and I want her to play a big part.
I know it's your money, but it's my movie. You know, I could have done it with a big television star years ago, but I didn't. It was nothing personal. She was wrong for the role.
Maybe I don't have to play the girlfriend.
What?
You know, Marilyn became a big star after Asphalt Jungle, and she only did one scene.
Sure. The point is to be noticed.
Listen to me. Peggy will do anything to get into a movie, but I'm her promoter. You don't get any of my money so that she can play what you guys call an important but tiny part. See, I'm a smart guy, too.
George, just let them talk.
Look, fine. Listen, if this is...
Listen, Mr. Lieberhoff, so many things can happen before a movie is finished. There's rehearsal, casting, editing. The prostitute could go from 2 scenes to 20. She could steal the entire film.
If the prostitute is the biggest part, then that's the part I want her to play.
I don't know if she can play that part. I don't know if she can play any part.
Look. He's getting upset. I can't deal with someone who gets upset because I say what I want. To me, it's just business.
The script is very important.
Speak for yourself.
Marvin.
You guys have got to get this together. I like to communicate with people, but the other person has to be someplace for me to communicate with them. Peggy and I took the form seminar, you know. We were in communicator classes together.
I wouldn't want you to cast me if you didn't like me.
No, I like you.
It's Marvin. You look like a nice boy. You're probably very talented, too. But it's my money. Hmm? Make a decision and get back to me. Andiamo, Peggy. Let's go. No, you don't have to get up. All right.
I'll call you.
Who the hell does he think he is saying the script isn't finished? I've been working on that script for years. Who the fuck does he think he is?
Little Green made a mistake.
Jack, as a matter of fact, who the fuck is he? I mean, what has he done? What does he have to do with this film?
I thought you knew.
No, I don't. I don't even know why he had to be at this meeting. Jack, who is he?
You never heard of Stuart Stratland?
Stuart Stratland?
2 Academy Awards. He wrote Sound on the River, Death by Any Other Name, Diary of a Lover.
Yeah. How can he's so young?
No, not him. That's his son, Stuart Stratland Jr. He's just out of college.
His son?
Yeah.
His son? What are we doing with his son?
I know his father. He did a picture with me years ago. He loves this kid. Don't you understand? If we get in trouble with a script, he'll help us out. You know how much the guy gets? $500,000 easy. The kid's on spec. It's like getting the father for free. And besides, this kid wrote a very funny sci-fi thing about aliens.
This film's about people, Jack. He's trouble. I don't need him. I mean, did you hear what he said to George? Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He was way out of line. All right. I mean, if you want him out, he's out.
Good.
But George seemed to like him a lot. And that could come in very handy when we close the deal. I mean, I don't want to blow this thing over something minor.
I don't like the way George tried to bully me.
Oh, I know, that was terrible. I'm glad the way you stood up, because he deserved to be told off. I mean, I was seething just listening to him.
Do you really think he'll do it?
He's a tough nut, He's trying to prove what a big schlag he's got. It's all bullshit. She's getting restless. That's why he came to me. Marvin, she likes your script. Make her happy and we're in.
But, Jack, I can't use her.
Would it hurt to audition her? For God's sakes, Marvin, she's not a dog. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting her alone in a room. I mean, why can't she play the prostitute?
Even if she could, George won't let her.
We land some sort of a name to play the painter. The little girl finds out she's playing opposite his star. She'll be so hot, she'll take anything. George will roll over and spread eagle.
You don't mind if I do a song, do you?
A song?
I mean, I know there's no singing in your film, but there's a lot of acting and singing.
No, that's just fine.
Good. Great, because I've been working on this song that I'm supposed to perform at this club in Ventura. Actually, George's friend's the owner. And don't worry about what George said the other day. His bite's a lot worse than his bark. He really likes you. He really likes you a lot. He just doesn't understand us people in art. This song works really great if the speakers are just the right distance.
So have you done a lot of acting?
Oh, yeah. Well, I had all the leads in high school. Of course, I really didn't learn anything until Fullerton.
What's Fullerton?
Cal State, Fullerton? I had a great teacher, Mr. Brocker. He was famous and on Broadway. And I did Betrayal, and he said I was very good. But I didn't make any money as an actress, so I had to get a job as a waitress. And I worked at the Lighthouse. That's where you sing while you wait on tables. Then my boss came on to me, and then I got fired, and then my house burned down, and that's how I ended up with George.
I see.
I'll get this coat off. You want to push that button for me? I'm a sex goddess.
We think the sex goddess has got us.
I'm a sex goddess.
We think the sex goddess has got us.
I'm a sex pot.
The sex pot has got us, definitely has got us, hot us.
Well, I'm a love goddess.
No way. I can't use her. I don't care if it blows the deal.
Hey, Marvin, you got to go with your instincts. You're the director. Right. I'll never force anything on you. Besides, she doesn't want to do it.
What?
George got her a screen test for a horror film. She thinks she's going to get it.
When did this happen?
I called her last night. She was all excited about it.
I can't believe this. And here I am giving her a chance to be in a real film. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be Batman 3, but if it's released right, she's got a film career. I mean, I had to be crazy to get into this. I mean, what is she playing in this horror film?
A hooker who gets knifed.
Oh, that's really going to help her. Oh.
I tried to talk her out of it. Sweet kid.
So, I guess this is it.
Hey, we got a script. Okay, it needs some work, but it's basically in the right direction. We got a director with a heart on out to here. I mean, how many classy projects are there out there? Honey, we'll order in a couple of minutes.
Why?
You know, I couldn't sleep last night. I was going through the index card in my head. I got someone. There's no question that he's holding. I mean, not like some of these pricks will break your balls and there's nothing there, you know.
He's got a girl, too.
Mr. Russell.
Hey, how are you?
So you're back, huh? Sorry to see us agree with you. Look at that tan. How was Hialeah?
I made a few bucks.
I'll bet you did. I love that track. It's fast.
Yeah, I had a good time.
So who do you reckon to fifth?
Fifth? Dolls are plenty.
So be it. How's that stewardess? Still flying around?
She works a couple of days a week. It's mostly Denver and back.
What a cute kid. You're lucky you got to her first, because I really like her. I'll tell you, I got a feeling about that girl. I really think she's got something. She been doing anything lately?
She did a commercial for a friend of mine 4 months ago. Hardware stores. Well, it's a tough life. I don't have to tell you.
It sure is.
Give me 100 to win on 5 1/4. Thank you.
5 on 5 to win. The girl's really crazy about you, I can tell you that. She's a real winner.
I don't like to hear it, Jack. She wants to marry me and have a baby. Can you imagine?
Wonderful.
What, are you crazy with my background? Jack, I'm so sick. I found myself cheating on her last week. Really? Every time she starts talking about it, I find myself having to cheat on her or something.
Christ.
I'm too sick. I don't deserve her. Look, she's been sober for 9 months. Her AA cake's coming up. I'll never forgive myself if I blow it for her. I gotta get a beer.
Carmine.
Sugar, don't forget the onion rings and the great slaw.
Yes, can you bring us some onion rings and some slaw right away? Thank you.
Movies, huh? I like movie people. I used to play tennis with some. It's before I almost croaked with a heart attack, of course. You know, movie people are different. They're freer. They do what they want. They're not afraid to use their heads. They don't put up with the bullshit dished out by the assholes of the world.
That's what my father says.
I've never been involved in a movie before. It sounds like it might be fun. So much blood in the world, you might as well try and have a good time. Too many people getting blown apart before they have a chance. Sounds like it might be fun. I was in Special Forces. I've seen a few things.
And them?
And all around it.
It was terrible.
Don't listen to the bullshit about not getting a chance to win that war. We did every dirty trick we could think of, and those little guys still beat the shit out of us. I can tell you about the things that happened that would make your hair stand on end. I hid in a tree while I watched my buddy get quartered down below. Anyhow, the idea of making an entertaining little film is a good one. What's it about?
You didn't read the script?
No. I'd rather get it from the horse's mouth.
Well, it's a story about a painter.
A painter?
Well, yeah, a very special one. his work has a very deep effect on people. It's sort of magical. It changes him. He can't stop himself from criticizing things that he sees are wrong. He's committed to the truth, and that brings him both great pain and joy.
Sounds like a manic depressive. I know guys like that. Is the whole thing about him?
No. There's the gallery owner. He's interesting. He's very interesting. He's fascinated by the painter. He tries to help him, but then he destroys him.
Aren't there any women in this film?
Oh, sure. There's the gallery owner's girlfriend. She's a very special girl. She's drawn to the painter and his ideas, and he's charmed by her. He teaches her, but then a lot of things happen, and in the end, she winds up going back to the gallery owner.
Sounds like a great part, eh?
Yes, but there's also another great woman's role, the model. She's a prostitute, but she's anyhow, the painter paints her.
And then what?
And then she takes her money and leaves.
She's a whore?
Mind if I say something?
Please do.
The prostitute is the only one who can see the painter for who he really is. She doesn't put up with the bullshit dished out by the assholes of the world. Everyone else has an idealized image of him, but the prostitute has no illusions. And yet, in a way, she is more pure than anyone in the film.
That's interesting. Is he working on a script, too?
Oh, yeah. Stewart here studied with the same teachers as Spielberg.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
All right. Okay. All right, so the gallery owner ends up with the girlfriend. This is fun. Now, what happens to the painting? Does he marry the prostitute?
Something happens to him.
What?
He passes away.
He dies.
Oh, death. That's depressing.
No, it's not. You know the Phoenix, Carmine? A rebirth. Not a depressing death, no. See, the gallery owner takes over the persona of the painter and is finally able to fulfill his own dreams. The painter becomes immortal, and the two lovers have been brought together. What a story.
I see. All right, so what happens, how does the guy die?
Suicide.
Oh, Jesus.
Is there any humor in the film?
Humor? Oh, yeah, sure, a lot. It's sad, but funny.
Oh, you mean kind of like Terms of Endearment?
Exactly. Terms of Endearment.
Terms of Endearment. Boy, was that a winner.
Oh, yeah, I love comedy.
And she's very good at it.
Well, that's what I do best.
In its own way, it's very funny.
So, Marvin, when do you think we could read the script?
Imminently. Well, looks like we got a deal. All we have to do is make the script funny.
I spent 5 years writing that script.
I'm not saying throw it all away, just lighten it up a bit.
Lighten it up? It's about a painter who's forced to jump from a roof.
What's the point of the film? What's the main point?
Well, it's about a man.
It's about an artist who would rather kill himself than compromise, right?
Well, no, that's yeah, but
And there's some other stuff at the end about relationships and all that, and the symbol thing where the bird flies out of the painting. Okay, you want to make your statement? Fine. I'm just saying, do it with a little humor.
What kind of humor?
Like the painter. All he ever does is complain throughout the entire script.
No, he doesn't. There are other...
Oh, okay, for instance, does he have to be a sad drunk? Why not make him a happy drunk? Yeah? He could be funny and crazy and wild, destructive, but with a kind of irreverent wit, like Jack Nicholson.
So what do I do with the prostitute? That's the only part she can play. She gets 2 scenes and 1 line. She's not going to go for that.
Thought about that. How about if when he first meets the prostitute, she doesn't want to be painted? She'll agree to go to bed with him, but she doesn't like the idea of posing nude. It's against her ethics.
That sounds like a joke.
Look, people are complex, Marvin.
I don't know.
Have a scene where he tries to teach the prostitute how to paint. During it, she reveals that she once tried to kill herself. That would foreshadow the whole thing.
But the painter isn't a prostitute. To draw a parallel between two suicides...
But that's the point. She doesn't kill herself, she becomes a prostitute. And the painter refuses to prostitute himself and dies, right?
So the artist is different from the prostitute because... Okay, outline a few ideas. But nothing goes into the script unless I approve it. You got that?
Oh, I'm from all over. 8 states, 3 foreign countries. I was an Army brat. Well, maybe just a brat. My senior year, I spent in the Aleutians.
Really? That must have been strange.
No, it was interesting. It was fun. I went to an Eskimo school, listened to the radio a lot. Of course, it is cold up there.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Before I was 10, I lived in one place all the time, Weirton, West Virginia. I remember everything was broken down there. It was all grimy from this black smoke that used to come out of the steel mill that was in the middle of the town. But I had a lot of dolls. I used to play house a lot. It was fun.
Was your father stationed there?
No, my other father, my real father.
Oh, yeah? What was he like?
He's handsome. He had a wonderful sense of humor.
Do you still see him?
No, we used to, you know, but it's better now that we don't, you know. He loves me a lot. I know that. He just has trouble showing it. You know, some people are like that. You know, he thinks about me a lot. I can feel it. And sometimes I just sit and I close my eyes and just feel his love floating towards me.
Sent me a card a few years ago. I'm ready.
Betsy! Betsy, where are you? Betsy!
Carmine's ready to strike a deal.
So that's it. I mean, we're in business.
We're better than business. We're on a roll. I mean, first money's the hardest.
First money? What do you mean first money?
Carmine's putting up first money. We'll have to get the rest from someone else.
I thought he was going to put up all the money.
Well, half for half.
So we're back where we started from.
Marvin, will you relax? That's the beauty of the whole thing. Carmine has his friend who's loaded, really loaded. And it just so happens he has his girlfriend. We're here to see Mr. Wright. Ready? Right.
The script is going to need some changes.
Changes? What kind of changes?
Look, Carmine doesn't care if this film does any business. You don't either, because you're an artist. But if I'm going to invest in this film, it will make a profit. What you have here is a very, very dark, morbid script. I actually kind of liked it. But it's going to roll over and die as soon as it hits the market.
Well, I'm lightening it up, putting in some humor.
So you'll have a light, morbid script with some humor in it that'll bomb. Either way, I lose money.
I thought you wanted to do this movie because of...
Beverly, that's one reason. I need more than one. If I'm going to do the film, we're going to do it my way.
The input can be helpful.
Arty films are making money these days, but you need to appeal to an audience's basic motive for going to a movie.
To be entertained.
No, to be titillated. To go to the movies to be titillated, to see sex. There's no sex in your film. There has to be more sex.
No, there is some. It's just not obvious.
Yes. I've confirmed those reservations. Oh. Well, make sure you get me the room with the terrace so there's a nice feeling about it. And find out about that boat. Yes. Good. Isn't your film about self-destruction? Well, sex is a form of self-destruction. And as the photographer becomes more disturbed, his sexual obsessions begin to dominate and destroy his life.
Photographer?
I changed the painter into a photographer. It's much more contemporary. He should be photographing nude women. His art and his sexuality should be forever fighting and chained together, distorting each other's emotions, and just, that's the way I see it.
Great idea.
Now, I've been told that the editing room is where all the real decisions are made, so it'll be understood that I or somebody from my office will be present doing all the cutting.
That's it. You gotta be kidding, man. I'm not...
Marvin, Mr. Wright, I understand your thoughts. I mean, I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't back my director on certain matters.
Roth, you're 3 months behind on your mortgage. The 2 pictures you managed to get off in the last 15 years destroyed whatever reputation you might have had. The only decent picture you ever made is credited to the kid's father. Don't bullshit me. I don't like it.
We respect what you're saying, Mr. Wright. I think Jack was only trying...
How old are you, son?
24.
Talk to me in 5 years. Marvin, save your temperament for when you can afford it. You have more to lose than either of these guys. Let's be honest, your life has been a disaster. Your last film folded when that actor killed himself, and you haven't done anything since. You're 42 years old. You live in a shithole. You direct instructional tapes. I'm willing to give you a chance because I think you just might be desperate enough to make this film work. I know you think I'm just an asshole with money, don't you? Well, I'm not. I'm actually a very interesting guy. Maybe one day you'll get to know me. And we're not so different, Marvin. It's just that I create money. That's my art. I'm very, very good at it. Once I make a deal, I'm a man of my word. Think about it.
Nice and chin.
Dimitri. Thank you.
So, when do we all get to meet your fabulous friend Beverly?
I'll give you her number. I'm not seen with her in public. My wife wouldn't like it. It's excellent. Shall we eat, gentlemen? I'm on the Pritikin diet, but the frog's legs are excellent.
He's right about one thing. I am desperate.
Hey, none of us are in great shape. Listen, Marvin, I gotta hide like a rhinoceros. I have to. I'm a producer. Money is money. You gotta tell me how much you can take, because whatever it is, Uncle Jack is behind you.
A nude photographer chained to his sexuality? What is he talking about?
There's always a way. Stuart's a clever kid. Let him play with it. Maybe he'll make it work for everybody.
Am I really considering this?
I want the lead role. I don't care what part Little Miss Airlines gets, but it better be smaller than mine. I'll count the lines. I want a heavy, dramatic role. I won't do any nude scenes unless absolutely necessary and tastefully done. I'm not strutting my black ass around to give the grips a thrill. I want to sit down alone with the director and check him out. I'm not gonna get jerked around. The moment I get the slightest indication that you people are not on the level, I will wipe you out. And I can do it. Because, you see, not only am I making it with Mr. Evan M. Wright, but I also happen to be screwing Mr. Carmine Rosso, who also has an interest in this project. That's right. I'm fucking both your investors. So don't fuck with me. Any questions?
You know, I've never had sushi before.
My voices were right. You think that life is nothing but not being stone dead. I could let the trumpets and banners and soldiers pass me by. If only I could still hear the wind in the trees, the larks in the sunshine, and the blessed, blessed church bells that send my angels' voices floating to me on the wind. Without these things, I cannot live. And by your wanting to take them away from me or from any human creature, I know that your counsel is that of the devil. And that mine
is of God.
You're a very good actress.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was very good.
I was pushing.
No, I didn't get that.
Well, I was.
What are we doing here? I mean, I liked it, okay?
I've looked into your background. Not much there.
What did you find out? Anything good?
Well, you directed some pretty serious stage stuff in New York. Then you made a classy little film. The New York Times said you showed promise.
Yeah, I suppose I was doing pretty good.
And then you came to Hollywood.
Yeah, then I came to Hollywood. Anyway, you, though. I mean, what are you... You know, obviously you must be offered roles.
I want to do a movie where I get to use my talent. And the only things I get offered are either porno or horror films. Carmine liked you, thought it might be good for me.
Yeah, Carmine's a good friend.
You want to ask me something? You ask me straight out. I don't like to be manipulated. Now, this is where it's at. Evan taught Carmine tennis when he was a tennis pro. Carmine backed his first racquetball club. Within a year, Evan bought him out and has been ahead of him ever since. We met on a double date.
Does, Patricia know?
The girl's brain damaged, flying around at high altitudes. Besides, it's no big deal.
And what about you?
I do what I want. Nobody owns me. Honey, don't come on to me. It gets in the way of the work, and I don't want any problems. Not that you're not cute, not in your own way.
No. Believe me, it didn't even enter my mind.
But when it does, okay?
So do I pass the audition?
You made the callbacks.
It's a floor through 2 blocks from Central Park. Honey, you gotta see this place. Why won't you come?
I want to, but there are these videos.
How long do you think you're gonna want to stay at my mother's when you get to New York? What's the matter with you?
No, it sounds great. It's just that I can't right now.
Oh, there's a cab.
Look, honey, listen. If you like the place, why don't you see what the deposit is?
Taxi! It's right across the street from the planetarium.
It's wonderful, wonderful.
Love you. Get here.
Bye-bye, honey. I miss you. I gotta know what I'm doing. My wife's waiting for me in New York City.
Marvin, after the meeting we just had with George and Peggy, you can tell your wife you're going to be a director, not a teacher.
I think Peggy's wonderful.
Oh, you do? Well, I need someone who can do more than sing. She's a sex goddess.
Look, I thought George behaved much nicer than he did at Cantor's.
Please, George is impossible. Besides, he's going to want Peggy to have the biggest part, and that's ridiculous.
He's in no position to ask for shit now that the horror film's falling apart. And with the money he'll fork over, we'll have a chance to make the film look like it should.
You know, this film is about a guy's involvement with his art. How does he have time for 3 women?
You're right. Absolutely right. That's why I was thinking we ought to change him into a gigolo.
What?
It's just an idea.
Jack, did you hear what he just said?
Marvin, you're the director. Now, look, we're going to have to pull over. The car's overheating.
It was just a thought.
Now, come on, stop.
I don't want to hear anymore. I'm not going to hear another word. I am tuning you out.
Come on, we're a team. I'm going to piss.
Jack, let's just go with the other guys and get the deal signed. Look, if Stewart's gonna turn a painter into a photographer, aren't you gonna need a bigger budget for models and stuff?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to turn him into a photographer. He wants to turn him into a gigolo.
It's just an idea. Can I even tell you an idea?
I'm gonna scout up ahead.
Are you seriously considering turning him into a gigolo, or are you just out of your mind?
To hell with you. You can write it yourself.
Where are you going? We're in the middle of
Fuck
nowhere.
you! You know, I'm tired of you yelling at me all the time. You've got such great ideas, you rewrite the script.
You're the guy who knows how to bullshit these guys. What are you getting so upset about?
I love her. Marvin, I love her. I can't help myself. It's eating me up inside. I love her so much.
Who? What?
Peggy! For God's sake, Peggy!
Are you crazy? When did this happen?
I am crazy. I'm an idiot who turns and stabs himself like a scorpion. I adore her, and I don't know what to do.
Do you realize what'll happen if George finds out?
Can't you think of anything but yourself? Can't you?
I like him.
He's really sweet. He's crazy about me. And if George found out that I saw him alone, it would kill him. I mean, I owe everything to George. He saved my life. I owe him everything for that. Maybe we can meet at your place.
What?
George trusts me with you because he doesn't think you like me.
This is insignificant.
It's
This is
not,
a
it's not
business.
for me, it isn't. The guy pays for it, he's allowed to look presentable. Come on, how am I supposed to shoot this with one bulb?
Mr. Bertolucci, I goofed. I'm sorry. This is a business. I gotta run this fucking place, and you're going off on one goddamn light bulb. You know, you're out of perspective. Darling, I love you. Calm down. You're a great artist. You're very thorough. Please, we gotta finish this. Got eating disorders in the hallway. You waiting for me?
No, Marvin.
Right.
Hey, kiddo, this is not a bad life.
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. Must I always be an emissary of gloom?
Something's wrong, right? What?
No, everything is perfect. As a matter of fact, we got to start thinking about getting a production office. Now, there is this thing with Carmine.
You see, I knew it.
No,
Thank God I didn't tell
It's
Rachel.
no big deal. His father has to co-sign the check, so you'll pitch him the story or something. Very interesting guy. Used to be the garbage king of Newark.
She's beautiful. She seems to lift his spirits. And as he paints her, he photographs her, it causes him to be uplifted. He's, and as his pictures become further well known, he's a wild and crazy but wonderful guy. People love him. He's like Jack Nicholson in terms of endearment, but nicer.
Who is it?
It's me, Marvin.
Oh, God, thank God it's only you.
Will you let me in here? I got a ton of groceries.
Wait a second, I gotta get through.
1 second, just give us a second, we'll be right out.
Cesar Romero.
Jack.
Ed Asner.
Dennis Hopper. Why not Dennis Hopper?
He's hot. Money. Robert Culp.
Jack, will you stop it? They're all too old for the part.
What about Fidegario?
I know, he's perfect. The singer from Motley Crue.
Stop it, Stuart. We need an actor. Huh? Stay out of casting. Wait. What about Klaus Maria Brandauer? I mean, he'd be brilliant as the painter, and I know he'd love the script.
He's a foreigner. We need a name if we're going to get a good distributor.
He is a name.
You're short $2. Greg Louganis.
The diver?
Yeah, he's got a lot of presence. You're good with actors. You'll make them look great.
Jack, did you see Mephisto? Brandauer's the guy.
Ernest Borgnine.
He's too old.
No, he's right there. Look. Stuart, get a script, quick.
Jack, he's still too old.
He won an Academy Award.
Jack, what are you doing?
Ernest!
Jack!
Mr. Borgnine! I want to talk to you for a second. Can I talk? Oh, there's a script that we want to show you.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Ernest, please! Great person, seriously. What's your fax number? We can...
Maybe he is too old for the part. He's a hell of an actor.
Come on, Stuart. You're overdoing it, man. Enough is enough. Still my place, you know? Hurry up. Hi.
Hello.
Rachel. What are you doing here?
Oh, I missed my husband desperately. And the airfare was a giveaway.
Well, what have you done with your hair?
Hey, this is how all hip restaurateurs look. Wait till you see my tattoo.
Oh, so that's what sex is like. I almost forgot.
Well, you get it more often when you're in the same time zone.
Oh, yeah. The fun has just begun.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't at my best when I gave you this, was I?
No, not exactly. You know, okay. All right.
What?
Here. Now, This is sort of an idea for the waiters.
Oh, wow. Well, this is sort of tacky.
Tacky? Oh, how dare you call la-di-da tacky? It's beyond tacky. New Yorkers love to hate L.A., right? Soon they can satisfy their snobbery and their stomachs simultaneously. Where? At La-di-da.
Uh-huh.
Zanily decorated with plastic palm trees and a freeway mural, La-di-da is going to be a delicious cartoon version of the Big Orange. From turkey chili to the unusual designer pizzas, the food is going to be so much better than it has to. Opened by the young and vivacious Rachel Landisman and her partner, Paula Rose, La-di-da is going to be New York's new hotspot. Yeah. Bring your sunglasses.
Is that how you pitch it?
Well, it depends who I'm talking to, but I can pour it on, yeah. You know what would be really great? If we could go to Rabada's.
Rabada's for dinner?
Yeah.
Tonight?
Yeah,
Who can afford that?
we can. I bring great news. We are not going to prison after all. I have paid off the entire American Express.
Great. Great.
We should have made a reservation. You sure you don't want to wait in the bar?
No, let's take a ride and come back later.
Okay.
Mr. Wright, how are you?
I don't know you. You're making a mistake. Boys?
Boys, I like the food here.
Nice to see you.
Who was that?
Oh, well, he was right. I made a mistake. He looked like somebody else.
God, I'm glad we're leaving LA. Aren't you? I just feel so much happier in New York, and we're so much better in that city. This place, I don't know, just feels like bad luck. But you learn from everything, I guess.
Fred thinks you'll get the job at Queens College, but you have to fly there now and talk to the chairman. It's a wonderful job.
I can't right now. I promised Bernie.
Yeah. I just don't want you to lose it. So maybe if you came back with me for 2 days.
There are these videos. I gotta finish them.
You're having an affair.
What?
There are bobby pins all over the floor.
No, I'm not. There are these people. They're using my place to rehearse.
What?
No. Rachel, I gotta tell you something. You know that crazy idea that when you really want something, it won't happen, but then when you completely forget about it, it falls right into your lap. It's true.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guess.
I don't know.
Guess.
I don't know. You won the lottery.
The darkness and the light.
Oh.
I told him I'd have to think about it, of course, but the whole thing is so easy this time. Either we're going to do it or not. I don't mean we're not going to do it. It's just that I'm waiting to sign. That's why I didn't tell you sooner. See, these people are quite reasonable. See, they have constructive criticism. We're making it more modern. We're turning the painter into a photographer. But I'm getting to tell Warren's story, suicide and all. You know, I thought, if I set the last scene in Michael's room rather than up on the roof, maybe then I can use the real building in the background. It'll be our secret. Zoe and David stand for a moment in the center of the room, not knowing what they want or why they came there. We cut to the frail human possessions that inhabit the room. A pair of shoes near the bed, a few pennies on the kitchen table. They turn to look at the photographs that line the walls. Pictures that glow with marvelous radiance from the passion that burnt within him. There should be something almost embarrassing about the beauty and intimacy of them. Suddenly, David is drawn toward the balcony, trying to confront the reality of the leap, the insanity of it. And as he looks down to the streets of the city below, he understands what it's like to want something so much that it can destroy you. Emotions so strong that they push you to reach out beyond everything that holds you to the earth.
Marvin? You're an asshole.
All you ever think of is you, you, you. You never believed in me. You're just like my father.
Oh.
Because he had such a shitty time in Russia, he thinks that no one can have any luck anywhere. I said, Pop, you're in America now. Rachel, you're the asshole.
Marvin, don't be self-destructive. The 7 years that we tried to make that film were like a horrible accident. We're just now starting to pick up the pieces. I'm happy for the first time in years. Marvin, please don't take that away from me. Please. Don't. Oh, please, please don't. It was terrible. Sometimes I didn't know if I loved you anymore.
Oh, God, you're right. You're right.
Please don't scare me again, please.
Forget about the film. It's crazy.
No, it's not crazy, honey. It's not crazy. Your film could have been beautiful, but no one wants to see it.
How can you say that? No one's ever had a chance to see it.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
And they should see it. They should see it. I mean, but to the money people, a film about a frail artist and his death, that's a joke. I mean, to them, Warren's just some loser who deserved what he got.
You're right, honey, but there's nothing we can do. That's the bottom line. I'm sorry. I have got to get something to eat.
I mean, when a spirit like Warren just squelched, the world loses something great. You know that.
Yes, Marvin, we know that. They don't care. What is this?
I care.
Marvin, you were the last thing that Warren couldn't cope with before he jumped. What you care about is your guilt. Can you clean out the refrigerator once in a while?
What should I do? Make a film about something I don't care about? Car racing?
Your film is about a man who didn't have an inch of talent for living, so he solves all of his problems by throwing himself off of a roof.
You didn't used to see it that way. But of course, now that you can pay off an American Express, that's how you see it.
Yeah, because I'm a sellout, right? I'm a big sellout. And everything you do is right. I don't know, Marv, this is the real world. See, birds in paintings don't fly away. They just stay there.
Don't you dare make fun of that!
I'm not making fun of it. That's the thing. I don't think you understand that birds in paintings don't fly. People can't have everything that they want. They can't have that. You have to stop dreaming. You are such a talented man, and you don't have a single thing to show for it. You live like a hermit. My brother is your only friend. You make videotapes for some jerk that you hate. You live like a college kid, Marvin. I can't believe it.
But I am going to make this film.
Fine. That's fine. But you're gonna do it without me.
You're right. The real mistake is I didn't let you go earlier.
What do you say?
I want you to go. There's no way I'll ever beat this. It's what I am. I mean, what else am I here for?
Well, maybe if you really thought that it...
Don't give in. I mean, who are we kidding? This may not come together, and if it doesn't, I don't want you to be around me this time. I love you. I want you happy and far away. Please let me take you to the airport.
No.
Marvin, you're killing me, Marvin. You're killing me, Marvin. This is not the script we agreed to.
Do it!
Okay. Life is too beautiful. There's always another day. Is that good?
Keep it rolling. What are you doing?
Keep it rolling. Rolling, Spence. Rolling. Fine. Stay. Sure.
So do what I tell you to do. Let's get back to one.
Back to one. Back to
250 feet, Chief.
And six. Action.
Life is so beautiful. There's always another day. Good for you.
Oh my God, watch out!
Basically, I'm playing with the idea that there's like a happening in the universe. The story focuses on 4 people who live near one another. Now, because of this energy thing, one of them is destined to die. Could be Peggy, who's so sensual and lovely, or maybe Patricia, who's lighthearted and funny, but the main suspicion falls on Beverly, who is so dramatic that you have to wonder about her past. Certainly not the photographer, who seems so normal and successful that...
That's it. I'm going back to the original script. I'm not making any changes. Any changes.
Marvin, what are you talking about? They won't make the film. Don't be self-destructive.
Help me, Stuart. Help me, will you? You're a smart guy. There's a great story here. Just help me use these women to tell it and get it made. It's my fault. I never told you what this all came out of.
It's about that actor committing suicide on your film.
No. It's about how I killed him.
What?
Believe it or not, Stuart, once I was pretty hot. From an old novel, I wrote a script about a ruthless gambler who destroys someone he loves. Life changes for him, and then, isolated and desperate, he realizes who he is and kills himself. Pretty grim stuff, but I got Warren Zell. Warren was a very special actor. He was an original. But he'd been through a lot, and he wasn't acting anymore. See, I had been a student. He trusted and liked me. And I convinced him it would give what he had been through meaning. Warren was amazing. The film suddenly had an incredible mystery to it. Actually, it was too good. The producers loved the rushes and thought it might be a Christmas release. Oh, but they had one small change. Take out the suicide. Instead, have the character recite some speech like, "There's always another day." It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I had a terrible headache. I can still hear the thud.
Yeah, that's sick. He was crazy.
Of course he was, or he wouldn't have jumped. But he was too weak to fight us any other way. He had to remain honest to himself and the suffering he represented. And I was betraying him, turning this into an insane farce. See, don't you see, Stuart? This is what the film needs to be about. The fact that not everything is for sale. That some things just have to be left as they are. Help me, Stuart. I want his death to mean something.
Marvin, they're only making this to put their girlfriends in it.
Take out the painter.
He's a photographer. We can't take him out. The whole thing revolves around him.
Okay, leave him in. But take out the suicide.
What, are you crazy? After all the trouble we went through to sell it? That's the only element everyone agrees on.
Can't bear him dying amidst all this crap. Let him get hit by a car. Let him leave town. Some shit.
It's a little late for that. Marvin, the suicide stage.
You take it out. I'm not gonna have him turn to a comic book. I'm not gonna murder him again. Oh. I'll kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Don't take it so personally. I'm not gonna murder him. I'm gonna kill you. Hold it.
Sorry, Dad.
I don't know where Junior gets the idea that the writing game is some fucking picnic. As far as I know, you not only need gracious amounts of talent, but balls of steel. If I never wrote again, it'll be too soon for me. I remember 1962, in the High Sierras. I almost shot Peckinpah's big toe off because he wanted to cut a scene of mine. That's when I gave a shit. You want a drink? We were hunting bear. Bear. That's real. Junior, go down and get us some ice, man. Let me give you some advice, Landsman. I don't know what's going on with Junior and his screenwriting. Probably some phase he's going through or something.
But you're a little long in the tooth to be playing the auteur game, don't you think? But there's a weird kind of respect that you get from making anything, even a piece of shit. You're in the club. From where I'm sitting, that looks like what you need. It's all a fucking charade anyway.
Marvin.
What about my 2 points? Are they going to give in on them?
They won't take any points out of their share.
What?
I fought like crazy for it, Stuart.
Jack, why don't we just each give Stuart a point from our share? 1 point can't make a difference.
I don't know. Look, Stuart, you've been very helpful, but a point is a point.
Then pay me cash. You know, I've been killing myself on this script.
It's supposed to come from them.
Jack.
All right, you got the points. If he's willing to give up one of his, why not? God knows you deserve it.
Okay, good. Fine. That's it. Everything agreed?
Yeah, I'll take care of it. I gotta draw up those papers because George is throwing a party tomorrow night for Peggy's voice teacher, and everybody's invited. He thinks it's a good time to sign the contracts.
What about the script? Will it be finished?
I think so.
Come on, guys. Let's celebrate.
Are you still doing that comet thing?
No, but
Don't tell me. Just finish.
You know, Marvin, when this picture hits the theaters, the only thing we'd have to worry about is what floor of the black towel we're gonna piss out of.
From your mouth to God's ears.
I'm telling you.
So what the fuck happened to you, Jack? I mean, you used to be a big shot at Universal. Why are you cocking around with deals like this?
Yeah, well. You know, I loved working at the studios. I'm not one of those guys who knocks them.
It was Fritz Bennings. He screwed him.
No, bullshit. I screwed myself. Oh, God. Bennings was the head of the studio when I did the Stradlin picture. Classic asshole. I mean, I had to fight him for everything. I had to fight him for the budget, the stars, the director. But despite him, I got the picture made my way. It's the best damn thing I ever did. Then when it looked like it was going to go big, he suddenly decides he wants his name on the picture as co-producer. I should have given it to the prick. But this old street thing came up, and I had to fuck him. I mean, if it had hit, I would have gotten away with it. But bombed. And I was just another loudmouth. Haven't worked for a studio since. 15 years, I've done nothing. jerk I was.
You did that scuba diver film.
That piece of shit. Now I gotta crawl around on my hands and knees to get a couple of bucks for something. Jesus, I did it to myself. Now you look back. All those years have disappeared like a coin sinking in the sand. This life is one life.
Jack, this film will be a new beginning. For all of us. To new beginnings.
To new beginnings.
What, did you just get off the boat, buddy? I'm telling you, I'm the producer, Jack Roth.
Yeah.
They don't have our names.
You have Stuart Stratland?
Stratland. Yep, Stratland and 2 guests.
All right, going up. You know, teak, ebony. I'm an expert on wood.
I love trees.
Oh.
Oh, what a dilemma to be torn between two gorgeous women.
Believe it or not, this little fella is a genuine hands broker. No, don't touch it. It's over 200 years old. The mechanism is more precise than anything the Japanese ever thought of. Never loses a second. That's something, huh?
I'd like to see the cuckoo. When does it come out?
It's broken. Nobody knows how to fix the cuckoo.
You know, Mitch has taught everyone. Just this morning, Liza sent him a big bowl of flowers. George and I are so lucky to have him living here with us.
I adore talented people.
You put a scratch on this, it'll be your ass.
I used to drink.
Oh, I forgot the dip. Watermelon and jalapeno.
I'll help. After all, we're going to be working together.
You know, you are such a sweetie. I can tell we're going to be buds.
I'll help too.
No, thank you. It's girls' work.
What a tacky party.
What a terrific party.
Have a burger.
I will. I've heard about your famous barbecue sauce.
It's not the sauce, it's my herbs make it delicious.
So Westmoreland asks all the officers in the room if they have any questions, and I said, yeah. I got a fucking question, General.
Where's Evan?
He's flying in from Europe. How's the script?
Europe?
Don't worry. He's got to be in Tokyo tomorrow.
What if
Oh, no, don't worry. No, don't worry. Don't worry. Roasted watermelon will come right out. Hi, Beverly.
Hi.
Beverly, this is Peggy. Peggy, this is Beverly.
Hello.
Marvin, she's really pretty. I mean, really gorgeous. Well, I can't wait to work together. This is going to be great.
You've got dip in your hair.
You know, I think I'm going to go change.
You better be a good director with those 2 yo-yos.
George, Peggy wants us to bring all the guests into the house. We're bringing out a birthday cake for Mitch.
Thank you, Patricia. Everybody in the house.
Honey,
Everybody
you want to come inside for some birthday cake?
You don't know horrible.
The tiles? The tiles in the bedrooms are from Macedonia.
Where is Macedonia?
Greece, darling.
George has detectives everywhere tonight. He thinks I'm having an affair with somebody in the class.
Are you having an affair with someone in the class?
Sit me up.
So where's the script? I want to read it. Jack said you'd bring one with you.
Hello. I've been calling you for 4 days. Where have you been?
Where do you suppose? Alphabetically screwing everyone in my building.
I'll go find Jack.
Come here. Don't you ever leave the phone off the hook like that again. You hear?
Don't play Donald Trump with me. You know you'll be sorry later.
Fine. I'm getting on a plane for Tokyo in 5 hours, and that's it.
Be my guest.
That's it. That's it. I did have an extra ticket, but I guess I don't need it. That's it. That's it. Where were you?
Evan.
Where were you?
Evan,
Where
let
were you
go.
for 5 days?
Evan, Beverly, you're funny.
Because I don't have an agreement to take you every place. I do have to take my wife once in a while. I mean, let's get real.
Let's get the contracts.
Hey, hiya, buddy!
Hi, Evan.
Beverly.
Carmine. I was just telling Evan, we really should meet more often. I really miss our little get-togethers.
She's quite a girl.
You want her? She's yours. No, she's yours.
Let's go inside.
What a nice couple. You're probably screwing him, too.
Of course.
That's it. That is it.
No way. No way. Oh, God, wait, let me get my breath.
Happy birthday, this is your party. We all extend to you a hearty greeting of love to celebrate you. We congratulate you, Miss Charmish.
Everyone, it's easy.
What is this?
Happy birthday, this is your party. We all extend to you a hearty greeting of love to celebrate you. We congratulate you, Miss Charmish.
So where's the script?
Huh?
Got an idea. How about a scene where Beverly gets chained to a bed and someone stabs her to death?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
I'm only joking.
You got me there. Look, Jack's gonna have the papers over by the pool, so
All
maybe...
right, who cares about this fag's birthday?
All right, who wrote the song? Well, thank you very much. It's not Gershwin, but thank you.
Carmine, we're meeting at the pool to get the papers signed. It'll only take a minute. You're great.
Kick you, that young man. Deliver that.
What's the matter? You're looking kind of down.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. I'm fine. You're not fine.
I would like to thank our hosts. George. Soon to be producer, George.
Beep, 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 beep. Okay, tell me right. Sure? There's nothing wrong. I want to see Mitch open his presents.
Evan's got to go.
Party pooper.
Gentlemen.
Well, we're partners again, Carmine. We could have made a killing together if only,
If only what?
if only you knew something about business.
Yeah, that's true to form.
I'm joking. Hey, you're still a great tennis player. No, I'm kidding. This Beverly is just driving me up the wall.
She's trouble. Real trouble.
Hey, what can I do?
What a festive evening this is.
I want you to taste this cake. The baker comes from my mother's hometown in Tarnow.
Where?
Poland.
Excuse me.
It's a contract. I can't read a contract in this light.
I can't either.
Let's go to the billiard room. Come on, come on.
Poland, eh?
Poland.
What are you doing? Beverly wants a script. I'll give it to her.
I am your slave. 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 I
term for blah, 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 for purpose hereof, the availability date shall be... The territory shall consist of... blah, 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 exceed to pay, including all territory shall be... I accept this permission by
Stuart said you were down here.
Oh, hi. I was just checking for typos.
You don't know how important this is to me. I need something like this.
I do, too.
I'd like to be alone.
Sure. Are you all right?
You think I'm some kind of whore, don't you?
What?
I have a job. I have my own apartment. And I pay my own way. The only reason I ever even thought about getting involved in this stupid little film was because I thought it would bring me and Carmine closer together. All I ever wanted was to marry him and have his children. But he's just like the rest of you. You're all a bunch of liars. Marvin, be honest with me. I won't get upset. He's not worth it. Okay? Just tell me the truth. Is Carmine having an affair with Beverly?
Oh, gee, I don't know. I mean, I hardly...
Oh, no! God, I can tell by your voice he's cheating on me! God, how could he do this to me? Oh!
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not your fault.
I feel, you know, I just...
But if it wasn't for your stupid little film, I never would have found out!
I really don't know.
If you see Carmine, you tell him I went for a walk.
These are the things I cannot change. I cannot change these things. Lovers whose love time will estrange. These are the things I cannot change. I cannot change these things. A log that's rotting with mushroom rings. A twine that's knotting. A bird that sings.
Why are you ignoring me?
You're acting crazy. I'm not.
What is this deduction for item 3B? Where is item 3B?
Here it is. Roth buried it with the world premiere tickets. It's his consulting fee?
It's a standard clause.
Cut the crap. You're trying to skim off another point for yourself.
You're stealing from us.
Roth.
That's a legitimate cost. You guys don't know the movie business.
Come on. I use that in my own contracts. What are you trying to do? Bullshitter?
Marvin, do me a favor. See if you can find Patricia and ask her to come in here.
Oh, business.
I think she said she was going for a walk.
For a walk?
Where is this thing? Where is
Oh, she didn't feel well.
Patricia? Oh, God.
The bottom of page 8.
What's going on?
You got it?
I got it.
That point's going into your pocket.
Point? What point?
It's for the script. It's how it's covered. The writer deserves to be paid.
Not out of our share. That's the deal that was made with the lawyer.
Jack, what are they talking about? I thought you and I agreed to split it. Look, I'm willing to give up the point.
No, you talked me into it, so I took one out of your share, but I don't see why they can't take the other one.
Roth, what do you think? You're selling herring on Delancey Street? We've been over this before.
Look, take all the points for my share.
No! That's not how it's done. The writer's not paid that way. Roth may be down, he's not that far down. I mean, why are we gonna break our balls if we don't get our fair share?
I don't like dishonesty.
Look, this is a small thing.
No, it's not a small thing, goddammit! For Christ's sake, enough of this stand still and taking the rear crap. I mean, these guys should suck my cock right here for putting their girlfriends in a legitimate film like this. I'm sick.
Jack,
I'm sick of tired.
Relax.
Roth, calm down. If Marvin wants to give up his points, it's all right with us. What are you arguing about? I've been on a plane for 12 hours. I've got to get on another plane for another 12 hours. Don't waste my time. Excuse me. Hello?
Marvin, I've been in this goddamn business for 30-some years.
Chuck, you
Listen to
fucking
me.
loser. Don't you dare blow this.
No, I can't take the kids to school. No, I'm going to Tokyo tomorrow morning. I told you that. Have the nanny bring them.
We're having a meeting.
Beverly?
I have nothing to say to you.
You didn't like the script?
The prostitute's roommate is a black girl who's in exactly 3 scenes. She's naked in 2 and gets stabbed to death in the 3rd. Oh, but there is an angelic blonde who's in every scene and dominates the entire picture. Now I wonder who gets which part.
The truth is, I haven't read the script.
You got some scam, Sam. I actually thought that you might be an artist, but you're just another pimp. Do you think that I studied 6 years with Stella Adler to do this exploitive bullshit? I have something very beautiful and valuable inside of me, and one day I'm gonna get to show it.
Oh, look, I never meant for you to do this.
Go fuck yourself, Marvin.
Okay, class. Come! Here.
The bottom of page 8.
Page 8, the bottom.
I guess it's only a point.
Just a point. You really tried to Jew us down, didn't you, Rod?
I resent that.
I'm sorry, but I'm very disappointed in you. I thought you'd be a better thief than that.
You called me a crook! You know what your reputation is, you son of a bitch!
Shut up! The whole world's blown apart, and you're talking about a few stupid details! Shut up!
I'm sorry. I really like you guys. You work it out any way you want. I gotta go find Patricia.
You should take the Forum seminar on integrity.
I love you so much.
You bruised my arm, you little fuck. It's over.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Don't bother. I'll kill myself.
Wait, Marvin, Stuart's out of control. He's gonna blow this whole thing. If George finds us in here...
So there you are. Get out of my house.
George, it's not what you're thinking.
You're both disgusting. That's why you keep going to his apartment.
No, I didn't do anything.
I'm really mad at you this time, Peggy. Go to your room. Get out of my house and take your gangster partner with you. Peggy.
Make that 2 tickets for Tokyo tomorrow.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Thank you. You're very special.
I am.
Let's get out of here.
Patricia, you know my background. You know what a jerk I've been, but if you're willing to take a chance...
Carmine, are you asking me to marry you?
Didn't go as well as I had hoped. You okay?
I'm just a pussy-whipped hack, aren't I?
Come on, kid. Come on. She's a pretty girl, happens to the best of us. All musketeers, bloody but not bowed. Who the hell do they think they are? Three assholes trying to buy their way into Hollywood. You know, I always believed in this picture. And I go with my hunches. I'm putting everything I got behind it. What do you say? What do you say, Chief?
Does that mean he doesn't want to do it?
Star Wizard. In October, the planets are further away than last year. This promises a generally positive picture in the universe. The astrological
Push in.
prospects are good for that new addition to your home that you've been putting off. Or to further your commitment to that loving relationship.
Pull out.
Star Wizard. Have a good year.
Je vous demande pardon. J'en aurais fait autant. Moi, c'est le devoir, c'est le devoir.
Hello.
Marvin, how's everything? How's your life? What you been doing?
Who is this?
Out of sight, out of mind, huh? It's Uncle Jack. Jack Roth.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jack. How are you?
Marvin, I can't blame you for trying to forget about me after that thing with those schmucks. Sure didn't turn out the way I wanted it to.
That's okay, Jack. You did what you could.
Anyway, I picked up your script again and I couldn't put it down. You should never have touched it. Marvin, I had a feeling about that script and I still do.
Jack, listen. I don't want to get involved with this again. I mean, I just got to face the fact that nobody's going to make it, and even if they do, they're not going to make it the way I want it. In the real world, you don't get your dreams, and that's okay. But there are other things in life, and I just want to get on with them.
I mean, I understand how you feel. You know, the only reason I'm even bothering you, Marvin, is because I met a guy at the Friars Club today, and he's loaded, and he's hot to get into the film business. I'm having a meeting with him tomorrow, and I figured, I figured I'd invite you along.
What time?